Separation has to happen in order for us to get closer to the Most High. For us to get closer inside the holies of holies, the most intimate part of the tabernacle, we had to separate ourselves and remain undefiled. We are in harvest right now, and we're going into more seasons of heat. We're going into the season of summer where he's going to call us to separate, because that's our spiritual harvest. And that other scripture comes to mind when Yeshua talks about, the kingdom of heaven. He'll sift us like wheat. He's going to separate the wheat from the tares. And we don't want to look like tares when he comes. We don't want to look like tares when he's starting to cut some things down and cut some things off. We don't want to be grouped into that. We just left out of Passover, okay? And I thought about it when he told the Hebrews, separate yourself, go into your house. I'm going to send plagues. I think about some of the Hebrews that may not have listened to him and yoked themselves up and said, oh, well, that doesn't apply to me. That just applies to them. When he gives us a command, we need to be obedient and listen, because it's for our good, it's for our safety, it's for our progression, it's for our growth, it's for us to go to the next level. Now think about it. That noun, that person, place, or thing that you can't seem to walk away from, that is what might be keeping you from the answer you've been praying for. There's nothing wrong with taking time to stop, repose, and allow that separation, that sanctification to happen, because that's when great things can happen within you that Father is trying to work out. The breakthrough you've been praying for, the word of wisdom you've been asking for, the healing you've been praying about. Another young lady chose to have a hot girl summer. Have a hot girl summer and expressed that the Father was showing her, you need to slow down. You need not to hang out. You need not to hang out with these group of people anymore. Things would come up in conversation, or she would go in certain areas of town or bars and be in the car like, man, I shouldn't go in there. I know I shouldn't go in there. And that knot would happen in her stomach. I'm like, oh, I don't want to. I know I shouldn't. But then here comes peer pressure. I call it Hasatan. It's all the same thing. Here comes peer pressure. Here comes that question. And that's what happened to Eve. That question made her doubt the spirit that was in her. And she moved forward with her hot girl summer. And she ended up catching an STD. She had a chance to separate. She had a chance to remove herself from that environment that was going to cause her harm. And she didn't. So I guess the moral of this is, when Father's trying to show us move away, when he's trying to show us to separate, disconnect, it's for our good. We have to put our trust and faith and firmness in him, that he can see all around us, beyond us, back and forth, all at the same time. He's Elohim for a reason. Is that man, food, or bar really worth your deliverance? He knows all, and I don't think we have confidence in that he can see past time. So he's telling us to separate from person, places, and things for a reason. Separate for a season so you can get closer to the Messiah, so you can go to the next level and see where he's trying to take you. That miracle that you've been looking for. Why don't you want to go to the next level? Why don't you want to walk in your purpose when I know you're feeling that tug to do it? I know you are running away from your calling. I know Father's trying to talk to you and show you to do it. So why Why don't you? What's going on within you that's choosing you to go the opposite when Father knows what's best for you? He wants best for you. He loves you enough to put his spirit within you to help push you forward, because I'm human too. I'm human. Some days I don't want to. Some days I don't even want to adult. I don't want to. We all get that way. But here comes Father's Spirit. You know you got it in you. I'm going to be right here with you. How about we just do this today? I know you got a long list of 20 things you got to do, but how about we just do one? So Father's faithful. His grace is sufficient, and he will always meet you halfway. If he sees you're trying, I can testify to that. Father has always been there. His voice has always been there and here to say, girl, you know you can do this. Yeah, I know I can. He's faithful to say, excuse me. I know you hear me. Come on. I got you. So that's he loved you enough to give you what you need in that moment.